You ever notice how some people walk into a room and the air shifts? Like suddenly there's tension. Or maybe laughter. Maybe it's just relief. Not the kind of relief that comes after a long day or a hard week, but the kind that lands softly like someone finally gets to exhale. That moment when your shoulders drop because you don't have to pretend anymore. I used to be the kind of person who brought noise into every space I walked into. Not literally, though sometimes that too, but emotionally. I was always caught up in something. Drama, stress, frustration, impatience. And I didn't realize how much of that I was spreading until one day, someone looked at me and said, "You know, you're really hard to be around sometimes." It hit me harder than I expected. Not because I thought I was perfect, but because I'd convinced myself that my chaos was justified. That if I was stressed, everyone should know about it. If I was hurting, they should feel it too. If I was overwhelmed, then damn it, so should they. I wore my emotions like armor, thinking it made me strong, but all it did was push people away. And somewhere along the way, I started seeing what it meant to be with someone instead of just being around them. To not add to the noise, but to offer peace. To become the calm in someone else's storm, instead of becoming another storm altogether. Started small. A friend would call crying, and instead of jumping straight into problem solving, I just listened. Let her cry. Didn't rush her. Didn't interrupt with my own stories. Just held space for hers. And when she hung up, she whispered, "Thank you. I needed that." That was the first time I realized that love isn't always about doing something. It's about being something. Being their peace, not their problem. See, we live in a world that thrives on chaos. News cycles scream at us, social media feeds us comparison, and even our closest relationships can feel transactional. We give, expecting something in return. We listen, waiting for our turn to talk. We show up, but only halfway. But what if we showed up fully? What if we stopped trying to fix everything and just offered presence? That's where understanding begins. Not by forcing solutions, not by pushing our opinions, but by simply saying, "I see you, hear you. You're not alone." I remember this one night when I was completely drained. Work had been brutal, my heart was heavy, and I just wanted to crawl into bed and disappear. But my sister called. She was going through a breakup. Again. And I could have said no. Could have told her I was too tired. But I didn't. Answered. And for 2 hours I sat on my couch, wrapped in a blanket, listening to her unravel. I didn't judge. I didn't lecture. I just let her feel everything. And when she finally said, "I'm sorry I dumped all of this on you," I smiled and said, "You never have to apologize for needing me." She cried again, this time softer. Relief. The kind that only comes when you realize someone will hold space for your mess without making it about themselves. That night changed something in me. I realized that being someone's peace doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up as you are, even when you're tired, even when you're broken, even when you don't have the answers. Because sometimes just being there is enough. We spend so much time chasing goals, building careers, crafting images, curating lives. But what if the real goal wasn't a title or a salary or a follower count? What if the real goal was to be the kind of person others feel safe around? The kind of person who brings calm instead of chaos, who offers grace instead of judgment, who gives love without conditions. That's the kind of person I want to be. Not perfect, not polished, just present, peaceful, human. Because at the end of the day, we all carry weight. Everyone's got something. And sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is just help each other breathe easier. So I ask myself now, every single day, Am I being their peace, or am I being their problem? And I choose peace. Every single time. Now, imagine this story unfolding in your mind, not as words on a page, but as a voice. Soft yet firm, warm yet honest. Picture yourself sitting across from someone, or perhaps lying under the stars, hearing these words spoken slowly, deliberately, like a lullaby for the soul. That's the power of spoken storytelling. It doesn't need flashy effects or dramatic pauses. It needs truth. Raw, unfiltered truth, delivered with care. This narrative, while fictionalized, is rooted in universal truths about connection, empathy, and the quiet strength it takes to be the calm in someone else's chaos. It's not about sainthood. It's about humanity. It's about choosing kindness over criticism, silence over gossip, stillness over panic. If you were to perform this piece, whether for a stage, a podcast, or just a quiet evening with friends, you wouldn't need notes or cues. Just breath. Just feeling. Let the words land where they need to. Let the pauses speak louder than sentences. Let the emotion come through naturally, like water finding its way downhill. Because that's what makes a performance memorable. Not perfection but presence. And that's exactly what this story invites you to embody. Presence. So go ahead. Take a deep breath. Speak from the heart. And let your words be someone's peace today.